tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And he's got his man on the out route. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike, 55. Check. Mike,
looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
Here's McSorley to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Bravo.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
What we got?
watch the edge.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, able to get away.
That's why you keep your legs churning.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Foles. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. QT. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
55, my God, 55. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Ready?
McSorley, 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep is Trevor Davis.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. QT, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing is McSorley. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now McSorley under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. McSorley sets to pass. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd and 7, McSorley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jared Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
12. General West. 1.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Foles. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that's complete. It's Sims. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Rush in. Rush in. Yes. He's coming. He's coming. Let's go. Great.
Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
That's taken on the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Seahawks take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He's checking.
They run it again with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. Yes.
47 from Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
X3. 218, chopper. What is this?
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McSorley to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll drop the throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going to try and throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Foles. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's checking credits. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get this worm on. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch it go.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, 7-1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Now back to throw. Space to run past the 20. And he comes back with one complete. And down to the 16-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
180.
Championship, baby.
Flat.
4 down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Back to throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Foles. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Topper! What we got? Hey, Echo! 40's mine. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 24 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Charlie. Step.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each sense,
and got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
13. Greystone, travel. Check 25. Check 25. Let's go. Great. Bravo.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Go, let's go. Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike 51.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here we go. Ready? Easy.
Wide. Get wide.
Zebra. Hey. High 7. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
they can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.